Hello and welcome to my 100th video and the start of my new series, sorta. I didn't quite get the series ready in time, but instead of just delaying it and saying I'm sorry and posting a different video, I decided I'd do a teaser video for the series instead. This way you get to see what I've been working on, hopefully be a bit more excited for the series, and understand why it got delayed again. The series is called Ascension, and it's focused around adventure and survival and progression. It uses a custom mod pack made by me with 58 different mods at the moment, although I'm still tweaking it, so I may cut or add different mods depending on how it goes. The main reason I had to delay it was because I didn't finish tweaking all the config files. The config files take a lot of work to do, and pretty much I already did a lot of the stuff like the world gen, like getting all the biomes and structures working, and the ores and the armor stats. That's all good, or at least the best of my knowledge. But I didn't have time to customize the chest loot for stuff like battle towers, floating ruins, and the dungeon chests, and that's kind of a big thing that needs a lot of testing to make sure you got it right. So instead of pushing the series out in a rush to just try and get it out on Wednesday, I wanted to make sure I did it right. So I'm going to take another week, maybe even more time, and hopefully work out any little flaws or bugs. And this will also give the mods more time to update, because there are some that will probably be getting updates in the near future that are kind of vital. So now let me tell you a bit more about the series. The goal of the series is to progress up the different tiers and conquer all the different challenges the mods have to offer. The main progression of the mods will come from simple ores. It adds in copper and tin, which will be lower tier below iron and helpful kind of early game, and their alloy bronze here, which is comparable to iron but a bit weaker. There's also mithril, which is better than iron and highly enchantable, pretty much what gold should have been. Adamantium, which is rarer than diamonds and better, but not in every way because it's not as enchantable and not as durable. And these two mixed will make therium, which is clearly better than diamond and as enchantable as gold. There's the rare onyx in the nether, which is about as good as therium, and when mixed with mithril there, it makes sinusite, which is the best armor and item in the game. So the general idea is that I'm going to try to go up this little tier of metal until we get to sinusite, and as we progress to the higher tiers here, we'll be able to start doing some of the really cool stuff like fighting the bosses. And there are also more enchantments for our armors as well in a new enchant system, but I'm still tweaking that. That pyramid over there is from Legendary Beasts, which is a mod that adds a few new bosses, and there were some rogues here a second ago from Bosscraft 2, which also adds more bosses. These centaurs are from Grimoire of Gaia, which doesn't really add a boss, but adds a whole bunch of new hostile and sometimes passive mobs to spawn around the world. And these little butterflies and such are from More Nature, which is just more of a scenic thing that I thought was added a nice touch anyway. And these giant trees here are redwood trees from Highlands, which is the new biome mod. I also have Dungeon Pack to add some more structures to go explore, as well as battle towers and floating ruins to have some rare, more challenging structures, and I plan to give each one special loot. As you see, I have a custom damage indicator. It uses the, I think it's called Super Nothing. I'll credit it better later on, and I modified it a slight bit so it'll work with potion effects and got the position just perfect. I also have Map Writer as my mini-map. I was going to use Zan's, but I decided I wanted to better track where we've been with a scrollable mini-map than have a mob radar, so that's why I picked this. But as you can see, there's a bunch of different mods here. There's nether stuff for stuff in the nether with some new ores and enchantments and trees. There's player beacons, random things, a round flesh to leather mod. The Herbis, although I currently can't go there because of a problem with Highlands that they need to fix in an update, so hopefully that'll come soon. Useful foods and Eldritch Empires. There's arcane scrolls for some magic stuff, falling meteors for more armor. That's still simple ores. Hardcore Ender, which I haven't actually delved into a lot, but I know adds some really cool stuff to the end. Bibliocraft and Torch Leathers for more of cosmetics. There's actually nothing on this tab. And a bunch of other mods like Useful Pets, and it's a bit dark now. 1 second. But yeah, as you can see, this is a really cool mod pack. I'm really excited to play on it, but I just want to make sure everything's just right, because I don't want to have a thing where I should have tested a bit more, and if I tested like another day even, I would have found this very crucial thing I needed to tweak, like the ores are generating slightly too rare, or one chest is a bit too overpowered and gives a super powerful item a bit too often kind of thing. And there's actually Deadly World, as you can see down there. in this cool ravine with the spawners and such. But yeah, there's a bunch of really awesome mods, and I just want to make sure I get it just right before I start a series, because once I start it, a lot of the stuff I can't really fix later on, at least for the chunks already load, or there could be an ID issue. And like I said, some of the mods need to update or will be improving greatly when they update. So hopefully you're excited for this series. I don't want to make this video too long, but yeah, I'm working on it. Hopefully it'll be out next week still, but it could be delayed longer than that. We'll see, but I still really want to make it in January. So in closing, I hope you enjoyed this 100th video as a teaser for a series. Sorry I couldn't get it out on time, but hopefully you understand why I am taking the extra time to make sure it comes out right. And also I want to mention that there is going to be a new series that was kind of a spur of the moment thing. It was not really planned in advance like my other series, but you'll see that later this week. It's going to be Feed the Beast on the Frostfire server, and it's really fun. I've been enjoying it a lot, and you'll be sure to see many of that to come. And then next week, hopefully you'll see the start of Ascension for real. Well, until next time, goodbye.